crossing routes because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
He gets this into the hands of Kupp once again. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Chance so good, he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. Again, Darnold. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They decline there.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looked like both sides were anticipating a quick throw there, and the defense was ready to jump in and deny it, and they did.
Here's Darnold. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight.
That's a really good decision right there outside of the pocket. You've got to know the right time to shift from passer to runner. He was looking and looking. Nothing there. You can almost feel the brainwaves firing as he calculates. I think I can win a race to the pylon. And he turns out to be right. Touchdown.
Bears nothing. Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. Looking to put a drive together. To throw, Williams. And this is incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. They'll go. Here's Williams. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Play action. It's Darnold. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really...
Walker hitting, the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Bears. I mean, Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 3-yard line.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And this offense, this new offense, would appear they still have a few kinks to work through.
And isn't that to be expected? It's a unit that hasn't played together a real game before. So they definitely got some growing pains, Brandon. And this one, it cost them 2 points.
The kickoff for Chicago.
After the safety, remember, they also need to give up the football, and here's the free kick. This is fielded inside the 5.
Rashid Shaheed. It's a gain of 20. That's good for a Seahawks.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words,
he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll go play action here with Williams. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
And the Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Off the play fake, it's Williams. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet from 19 yards away. And the Bears are back within a score.
did you see how the linebackers froze for just a second? That's why you run play action. You want to keep them rooted in the spot and create a little bit of extra space so your tight end can find some room behind him. And then the quarterback finds his target downfield, and he turns it into 6 points.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Now Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. The shotgun snap for Darnold. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
It certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. This is the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to.
A wild throw there, and it is intercepted. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
Here's Williams. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score. Now a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. Touchdown, Chicago! Colston Loveland, 39 yards. And the Bears have taken the lead. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
The Bears.
Williams going to throw for it. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
But normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
Darnold. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Look at the big fella go. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A.J. Barner, 51 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Extra point up and through by Myers. And with it, his guys take the lead here by a point.
Bears 15. Jason Myers to kick off.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
To throw, it's Williams.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
At the 40-yard line.
From the gun, here's Williams. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on third down.
So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field.
And the penalty, it helps a little, but they'll still have to navigate a 3rd and 9 now. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. That's over the middle and caught by the rookie.
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
First down, Seahawks.
I run that like Nike, we got it on lock.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left.
And that one complete downfield to Kupp.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Cooper Kupp,
60 yards.
and the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the lead is up to 8.